Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, did he come up here trolling? So that's his real name, LG.
No, I ain't want to steal. I ain't no. I never do it. I ain't no disrespectful type of person. I ain't up there.
You took the L off. You took the L off.
El Negro has been up here a couple times, but he be changing his name. So one day I was like, "Who are you?" Let me pull up his name.
No,
but no, he be having me rolling. And we always talk about these ice raids. We be talking about all type of like the rappers and stuff when I be getting into that.
So back to this intimidation. I wanted to hear more about that because I think 907 was trying to expound on that too, but I had to walk away real quick. So we could go back to that.
Okay. So again, El Cheapo, ever since I came into your ever since I knew who you were and saw you, you have a personality, right? And you don't I guess dummy down who you are for anybody, right?
Right.
And that's intimidating to a lot of dudes who may not have the confidence about themselves. They can't handle it. You got the good hair, so that's that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? You open and honest, huh?
I am not my hair.
But El Cheapo, you're not a man either. I'm telling you, from a man, get out of your woman's head right now.
Sit back and listen. That's
you're
what
not
I'm
a
talking
woman.
About.
You're not. You got to get out of your head, huh?
I know. I was speaking. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying this. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want you to question you. I'm trying to get you to understand that. I'm saying from a guy close to your age who may see you, ooh, she pretty. Oh yeah, that's in my mind, right? But then when I'm listening to you, you ain't backing down. You stand on who you are. Now I got a second guess, like, man, how's she gonna treat me? What if she treat me like that? And some dudes, they are new to finding out who they are. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to push back. What I've discovered with dudes, right? Some dudes are new to money. Some dudes are new to their confidence. Mm-hmm. And a dude that's new to his money and confidence, they'll be the worst one. They're going to push back on everything that you say about being an independent, strong woman.
So what about people that are not new to their money and not new to their confidence?
Well, they have already set in their ways. Once we get over 35, we set in our ways. Mm-hmm. We set in our ways. I mean, and some people think about life. You grow, you learn something new every day.
Right.
So if I'm set in my ways, like most of us are at age 30, we want a person to come in and conform to how we are and accept us who we are. That means we set in our ways. So if El Cheapo like to go to the garden and I don't like to go to the garden, how are we going to work around that? Why are you always spending time in the garden? What about me?
I think it's like I think relationships are about compromise, though.
Yes, you think that. Yes, you think that.
Yeah, but a lot of people ain't willing to compromise.
Compromise because they set in their ways.
They set in their ways, and that's what he's saying. Like a lot of people, they just like, oh, if you don't meet this criteria, then that's just ain't nothing. You feel me? Period. You gonna do what I say, or you feel me? Get rocks.
And dudes do show off in front of other dudes. A lot of that shit they say on the microphone, they'll be DMing somebody behind the scene talking about, you know what I'm saying? So
I know that's right.
Again, man, there's no right or wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Again, but I'll say this. I had sisters. That's why it was always easy for me. I had older sisters and younger sisters. My oldest,
sisters, cousins, aunties. Yes. Well, oh yeah.
So let me ask you this. With your ratchet family members, did you choose women that act like them, or did you choose women that act like the opposite?
I chose women that acted the opposite. I didn't want nobody like them. Hell no. Nah. I already knew like what characteristics to look for to avoid. You said.
And a lot of guys they don't take that approach. They used to toxic family. So they comfortable with that. And then when that person actually shows up, now it's the problem. But you knew who that person was when you met her. That's what I'm saying. I hate when black people act like we don't know who people are. We know who they are. That's why we chose them. That's why we got with her. Oh, she built like a Greek goddess. That's why I chose her. But when you realize everybody else is trying to holler at her too, now it's a problem with her. But I don't know. El Cheapo, you're in a predicament. You're in a predicament.
I'm in a predicament.
Yes, because you speak of wanting to be with somebody going into the future.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the goal.
Look at your age group. Let's go 5 years above you and 5 years below. Out of 10, if you take 10 men, how many of those men you think will be suitable for you out of those 10?
Out of 10?
Yes, you got 10 to choose from. How many of them you think will be suitable?
I don't know, maybe 2.
2. Okay, so now let's reverse it as a man.
Uh-huh.
By the numbers, y'all outnumber us 10-1.
Uh-huh.
5 of y'all don't like light-skinned, ugly dudes like me.
Uh-huh.
So that lowers my options to 5. Out of those 5, 2 or 3 of them I ain't serious about. Maybe 2 of them may be worth my maybe wife material, but
so what do you okay? So let me ask you a question. Let's stay there. You got 2 that you like. Okay, you could see something with either or, right? What you doing? You juggling the 2 to try to figure out who's the better candidate?
Most guys, when they juggle the 2, they're not looking for any candidates. They just looking to juggle. They don't, because if I can get the same thing out of both for a little or nothing, then why would I give that up? The problem is, again, I think, and this is, been conversation, but I don't think women really look at it as serious as men do. If you have any good men in your family, any good men, 2 or 3 of them, set up a meetup where everybody's together with a guy that you meet. Say you meet a guy, he's feeling you, you feeling him. Set a meetup up with a good man in your family. Hush up, doggy. So, and allow them to just be men around each other. You drop them off, might not drop them off, but you say, okay, y'all men, y'all talk about y'all whatever. But you already got guys in your family who you trust the script on what to do, questions to ask him about women, about life, children, those tough questions, right? And a man can always realize a man who's on bullshit outside of the physical. See, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? So try that. And then have a list. Let's just say you got a list of 5 things. 3 of them are your hard negotiables. 3 of them are non-negotiable. 2 can be negotiable.
But who's really, I hear that concept, right? But do you think people are really doing that? Do you think that people, like women, are really taking men around those men?
But again,
it's great though.
But again, El Cheapo, it ain't about what other people are doing. It's about the result that you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's about what you want for your long term, not about the other people. They can miss out because people are always going to push back on that. But if there's good men, it could be, and listen, a good man ain't the dude that got the most money that's always pulling up in the fake clothes and the fake jewelry. The good man is a dude who is working every day, taking care of his responsibilities, might even come through and cut somebody's grass just for being a good guy. Those are the guys who's going to give you the most honest answer. A dude that's playing women, he ain't going to give you the honest answer.
No, but I know that sounds great too, right? But like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Ferg.
No,
I feel like
go ahead.
The men in my family don't be having time.
Okay,
I do. They got their families, they got their hustles, like they ain't got time.
But it only takes 1 or 2 conversations that they need to have with a dude. They'll be able to figure him out quick. They're gonna ask the dude. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say that is true because a few people that I brought around, like, they'll be able to be like, but I don't know, because like my last situation, I think he had everybody bamboozled. including me. Okay,
Okay.
they tell me all the time, like, I can't believe that happened. You get what I'm saying? So some people are just play actors, out here living a fictitious facade, and they fooling folks. But
Yes.
Yeah, those the con artists.
Yeah. But that's why you got to always ask them the tough questions. Who is he and his family? And vice versa. Who are you and your family? Do your family respect you? Are you, you know what I'm saying? Are you that person that people can come to for advice? Or do you date those people that are always talking about their family? I don't talk to my family. I would never talk to a woman that didn't talk to her mother. Because you couldn't keep me away from my mama for shit. As crazy as my daddy was, you couldn't tell me why you always going around your family. Huh? You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. And again, I grew up like that. My mother had six sisters, all of them were married. All of them were married. No, nobody was on. I got one cousin that was on drugs, but that's my father's sister's son, a single mama. That's it. I ain't got nobody walking around switching. Ain't no man in the family discovering sexuality. Everybody I know is a man. And
there's a whole lot of switching down here in Atlanta.
But again, that's the
Bro,
thing.
that's the horrible that shit. Bro, Atlanta?
Bro, I saw somebody with Sugar Hills on and Bermuda shorts, dreads, and braids.
Them niggas wearing skirts. I'm scared of them. I will not go back. I'm sorry.
And I'm like, what is going on down here?
I need to go to Atlanta.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you
But I
don't.
like seeing black people.
Don't go. Be ready.
I think go to visit.
Yeah, you can go to visit, but it's overrated.
Yeah,
Atlanta's overrated and overpriced.
That shit overrated. Hype the fuck up.
Like, wait. So y'all think, and I'm just hypothetically asking the question. So you don't think there's no good men in Atlanta? You think they all switch?
No, I wouldn't say that because a lot of my cousins are married to really good men. And I see a lot of
they're scarce
couples.
I said they're scarce. I ain't gonna say it's no good man, but the odds of you probably a good man.
But those good men get swapped up soon because women in Atlanta know that there's a shortage of men. They know this. And those good men get swooped up soon. But those women who choose those men, they're willing to go in 100% to make sure that man focuses on them. Because women are bold in Atlanta. They'll come up to your man and grab his hand and say, here's my number. Because there's women down there with the money. And they don't mind. They understand the competition like, hey, I must pay like I weigh. So for a young man, a young single man, I say it could be okay. But as you get older, and you ain't got time because men also know that there's a shortage. And a lot of those men take advantage of them. You might be one of 5 or 6 or 7.
So I think I just got so much love to give. Like, I think I'm serious. Like, I just feel like I'm like so nice, like, I don't know.
Give it out, Cheapo. Yes, you got all that, right?
Nice. Sometimes like that I think people see that as like a person that they could take advantage of.
I definitely agree with you on that.
And
it's very sad.
Yeah, so it makes you kind of guarded, because like even when you want to give like your full attention or like really like invest into a person, like that's scary, But I don't know, man.
That's why you gotta let men who you trust, who want nothing from you, sort of evaluate the man that you're interested in. And but also you can give them the script, say, man, ask him about this, and this. Tell him, ask him those questions.
Right.
And ask him tough questions because a man that's really interested in you, he'll take on those questions. He'll do it. You know, if a man really likes you, he'll show you around everybody that's important to you.
If a female want to talk to me, then you gotta go through my little sister before that. But we go on the first date. My sister's gonna run the whole facts on your house. Real. Yeah. I gotta get the whole facts before I even start a date. Real.
Yes.
But El Negro, aren't you already in a relationship with somebody?
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if I
Oh
was
shit!
looking, you
Wait.
feel? If I was looking, that's what happened, man. She met my mom. She met my sister before she met my mama. You feel me? This
Hmm.
grill that, like, you feel me? Like, what's your intentions with my bro? 'Cause I know my bro gonna, you feel me, gonna give you everything. You feel me? Whatever you want, you gonna get it. You feel me? So, like, before I even put myself out there like that, I want to make sure that you feel me, everything 54 before we even go forward. And ain't nothing wrong with, checking the temperature before you feel me, put your neck out there. Cause you don't want to make a mistake. Time. One thing you can't never get back is time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
With that too.
So El Cheapo, what do you think right now is your biggest obstacle when it comes to a relationship?
Trust.
Trust, you not trusting them and you not trusting yourself.
Me not trusting them.
Okay. And what could be some issues that would make you not trust them?
You talking about? Wait. All right. Okay. Like not being consistent.
Consistent in what
Yeah,
way?
consistency. So like like I pay attention to patterns. I think my problem is that I'm an overthinker. I don't know if that's a bad thing or if that's like something that's like a protective factor, but me overthinking causes me to think a lot, right? And so, you know, in those thoughts, like I'm looking and I'm outweighing. And so like I like when I say I pay attention to patterns, like okay, I pay attention to, you know, the phone calls, when you're not calling, XYZ. Like I pay attention to those things. Like I might not say nothing at the moment, but I am definitely evaluating the situation. And so that'll cause my trust to be like, oh, this they playing, or oh, they probably got somebody else, or oh, da da da. So I think all of those things like kind of like play against me
But
happy.
yeah. But El Cheapo, do you ask the guy, let's just say you talking to a guy, you meet him, right? Y'all having a good conversation. Do you ever ask the guy about his work schedule?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I'm working 9 to 5, right? So give me 9 to 5 where we may have limited conversations. Maybe a lunch, 10 minutes. Hey, what's up, big head? What's
Right.
up, little mama? Something like that, right? I may not be able to talk, right? But then when you're talking 5 to 10, that's when the engagement time should be at its highest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, and this is me, and this is why I used to give my sisters advice. Though I used to always say, "Listen, man is
But
going to
I
show
mean,
you
that,
how." So,
that could be cool too. But then comes the inconsistencies of maybe not being available for a day or two. Like that type of shit will like make my mind be like, oh yeah, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, you have the right to question, like, okay, nigga, you've been consistent for 2 weeks, now you missing for 2 days. I would delete numbers. That's how I used to roll. Yeah, if I called you today.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't answered the phone. Okay, cool. But now you're on the clock. Okay, she was busy. Okay, cool. But it's a weekend also. Okay, you can be busy running around. But if
Right.
you're interested in me, you'll shoot me a text. Hey, I'm a little busy with my cousin doing their hair. I'll hit you back later. Cool.
Right.
But if you don't hit me back today and I don't hear from you tomorrow, then I'm not gonna go through all those questions at that point. I already know.
Right.
Because I deemed you attractive when I tried to talk to you. So if I think you're attractive, I think other guys think you're attractive and want to talk to you, and you know what I'm saying? And it's okay because we early in the stage. It ain't like I'm gonna see you next time and be like, oh man, you ain't shit.
Right.
I ain't even gonna give you that pressure like that. I'm gonna let you, if you don't come up to me, then let me know. Like, well, she wasn't really feeling me like it. Some guys can't accept it.
Right. So what if I feel like at like hypothetically, like if you like in a stage where it's like, y'all getting to know each other, blah blah. Like I don't feel like, what if you feel like you don't, like you're not in a position to question that person? Like there's no like, oh, you my girl, I'm your girl, we going around each other's families, da 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 da. It's more like we get to know each other, we trying to see where it's go, da 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 da. And so it's like, what you doing is what you doing, and what I do is what I do. My thing at this point in life, I'm not gonna hold you, is like, communicate that, like let's both be on the same page, so that don't leave no room for like expectations or assumptions. We both know what it is, or you get what I'm saying. So that's kind of where I am, baby.
But that's
That's
why
what I'm
you put
saying.
all that. That's why you put all that on the table
Yes.
before y'all even start, so y'all already know what the hell y'all doing, why y'all doing it, so it ain't no miscommunication or none of that. You feel me? Because communication is the biggest key in any relationship, period. You feel me? Without communication, y'all ain't got shit, bro. You could think that you with a person, you feel me? But if y'all ain't really talking like that, then you ain't really got nothing.
Yes. And
so, you gotta go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off.
No, man, you spot on. I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. You just mentioned something about time, El Cheapo. You don't want to waste a lot of time.
Yeah, time, bro. It's just your time is everything. You feel me? Like, so put that shit on the table. Let a bit know, hey man, look, this what it is, this what it ain't. If you ain't on that, then let me know so I can keep going and find what I'm looking for. I'm not wasting my time. You feel me? Because I can't get it back. I can't press rewind and be like, oh well, let me redo this and no, I'm going forward. Period. And that's just how it is. You gonna get with it or get ran the fuck over. Period.
All right,
I'm gonna keep going.
I ain't got time to waste.
Ain't no time wasted, bitch.
Yeah, no, that y'all got some valid points. And this is just like I said, these are we hypothetically speaking. We just yeah.
And then like another thing that I tell you, like I got little sisters and shit. So you feel me? Like stand on what you tell that nigga. You feel me? If you say you ain't gonna do certain things, stand on that. You feel me? Cause if you show him that you're a breaker or you're a fold, then he'll feel like he can play with you. You feel me? So stand on your square, you feel me? And don't let nobody take you off your square. You feel me? So you gotta demand that respect. Period.
And that's hard to do when you are sexually attracted to somebody. If you can get over that, you'll be able to move the needle in your favor. A lot of people, they give in to their sexual desires too soon. Now, and I'm not saying you put a time limit on it, but a person will tell you if you pay attention to them and their movements, what they say and what they do, if they don't line up, then that's your answer right there. Sometimes people don't have to give you an answer. It's your answer right there. And I used to ask a lot of questions. Like, you ever had a train ran on you? Why are you asking me that? I'm not going to answer that. Why you ain't going to answer that?
Yeah, I fuck with Cody.
Y'all be asking people that?
Yes, I've asked that.
Wow.
So
that's the whole fact. That's the whole fact.
But if that doesn't deter you from making your decisions,
go ahead. Say it again.
I said, so they got a train ran on them back in 1990. You mean tell me? You mean
1990? You know what? They have the capacity to circle back around and ask me, can Ron come over here and we, you know what I'm saying? No,
that is true, because that could have been something just at that point in time of life. That don't necessarily into that shit no more.
Okay, so hold on. So let's compare then to now.
Okay.
If you on YouTube and you just start telling everybody how much you've been ran through, do you think that'll carry you through the rest of your life, or you think somebody will just dismiss that?
Depends.
I think
What's up, my name's Management Pro?
by that, but because I mean, the fact of the matter is, we are a little older, and like some people ain't tripping off of that whole body count conversation.
No, it's not the body count. El Cheapo, you have a young son.
Right.
His girlfriend of 26 years old come to him and tell him that she's been ran through by Nug Nug and Skeeter Bump at the same time. And he comes and tell you, what do you tell him?
Wait, say that again, because I wasn't listening. Go ahead.
You got a young son, a young adult son, right? The girl that he liked come telling him that she done had a train rain on her by Nug Nug and Skeeter Bump. And he comes and tell you, what do you tell him?
If it's the girlfriend right now, I'm gonna tell him, "Your ass out of there." Nah,
wow. Yes, you are. Yes, you gonna tell him that. Come on now.
I think my answer will be a little biased because obviously me as a mom,
No, LG, bro. It ain't biased. It ain't biased. It's protecting.
Nah, tell the truth.
If my 20-year-old son come here and say that his 19 or 20-year-old girlfriend that had a train run on her, that conversation would be way different if he came to me at 40 and said, Mom, she did tell me, back when she was 20 or 19 or 18, she did this. I ain't go at that point, because I feel like folks done been through all kind of shit, all between them years of life. And so, no, I think I would be a little more understanding and give a person a little more grace at that age versus 20 years old and girlfriend got her train ran at 17.
I get it. And this is where it becomes apples and oranges, men and women, right? Because women that give grace to other women regarding that past. Most men won't. Most men would tell their sons, man, don't know.
So, it's okay. But it's okay for the sons to go run a train on a girl. No, that's a double standard.
It's not. Oh, it's not okay.
Nah, yes, it is, because men will go and give a boy a high five for doing.
Nah. I be scrawning niggas. They're like, come on, bro. Like it's male hoes just like it's female hoes. You feel me? Like that nigga a thought. That nigga a hoe. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. Like that shit apply both ways. You feel me? You think, oh nah, we holding these niggas accountable too on both sides. You feel me? Like, I don't fuck with him. Oh, he fuck with everybody. You feel me? He talk to who? You feel me? Come on, man. Same shit.
I think y'all gotta be real. If a girl lose her virginity, if a teenage girl lose their virginity, they gonna shame her out the water if they find out. But if a teenage boy lose his virginity, they gonna be like slapping hands and giving condoms and saying, "Oh, welcome to manhood."
Oh, no. But here's the catch to that, though. To some regards, you're right. I'm not gonna say no. Right? You're right. But here's a father's sort of nugget, right, to his son, right? As long as we know that our son ain't switching, we good with that. And we'll celebrate that moment. But again, I could be lying, I could be totally off. I don't think most fathers who have the opportunity to have access to their child, son or daughter, is going to champion their child running around here just throwing the box out. I could never see that. If I'd have told my mother what I was doing, she'd have cussed me out every day.
That's your mother.
But hold on, my father would have been like, he'd have been like, boy, you better cover your little nasty ass up. He'd have cussed me out. But again, that's a different father type. My generation and under, we've sort of always been like, man, because it never was, because I'll say this and I shut up. From the time that I was a teenager, the one thing that I was glad that me and my friends took pride in is that we didn't run around telling stories on our Johnson. We wasn't running around talking like, yeah, man, I got with Shaquita last night, man. She was an old freak, da-da-da-da. No, we just kept it at that. You wouldn't even know that she had a baby by the ugliest dude in the neighborhood because they kept it quiet. Now everybody runs around like there's no value in it and just, you know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know. It's a weird time when young people who in the dating age, that's why I always go with adult 21 to 41. That's the prime dating age. Those are the people who struggling the most to even build anything together. So what do we think about how do we move the future forward when the women saying, okay, don't have sex? Okay, cool. Sex child births are going down. Yes, that's a trend. But then what about the future of that? Because I don't know. This is a scary time, and I think a lot of people go miss the boat because everybody get old. If you're going on 40, guess what? You aging out. You're aging out. So make a deal with somebody, write that shit down. Matter of fact, make it a contract. Like, nigga, you come with me, you're going to protect me. You're going to provide for me. And vice versa. Everybody bring their Halloween candy to the table. Even the kids got to work. Take your ass to school, do the right thing. You're 16.
You said, wait. You said
job.
at age 40, you said we aging out at age 40?
Yeah, everybody age out.
So you saying ain't no hope after 40?
No, I'm not saying that. You age out of the job market too. You age out. You're getting old. You're starting to get gray hairs on your privates. We're getting old at 40. It happens. Ain't nobody exempt from getting old.
Bro, he telling the truth. He telling the truth.
I mean, yeah, he is telling the truth, but
but you can have confidence, El Cheapo. Yes, have confidence. But again,
I see old ass people getting married. Come on.
Yes, but those people are willing to work together. They willing to work together.
That's fact.
Yeah, they come together. They actually got like they on one accord. As long as you on one accord with the person that you going to be going after or going to be with, then then it'll work. But if y'all on two different wavelengths, it's never gonna work. So that's why you gotta make sure you equally yoked out here. Period.
You know, the Bible talks about that equally yoked.
But that equally yoked ain't equating to money either. It's the mindset. That's the catch. It ain't money. It's the mindset.
I didn't just say money. I definitely agree with mindset. All of that.
Yeah, because if we supporting each other, you can make money and I can support that, or I can make money and you support that. And, you know, again, everybody's at different stages because the generations of yours, LGBO, y'all believe that everything before y'all was terrible. It's so bad. Struggle love. How is it when granddaddy passed away, he left the house to grandmama? They owned the house. You know what I'm saying? They built from zero. We're talking about people who didn't have a high school education, who came out of the worst subjugation in history and built and owned property. They owned it. We can't now, modern people can't even afford a house. So, I don't know.
You just said a whole lot, boy. You did. My grandpa, R.I.P., boy, that nigga, boy, he was raw. With a third grade education, raw as fuck.
Yes. It wasn't nothing he couldn't do. I didn't believe he couldn't do. He would do it.
Right, and he did it. So you feel me? Like, ain't no excuses. We just make a bunch of excuses. And that's what it is. We just make a lot of excuses. Oh, well, this, that, and the third. Nah, man, what you gonna do about it?
Right.
Yes. Especially when children are involved.
Focusing on what's up against you, what you got going for you, and how you gonna make it work. How you gonna put your puzzle together? Everybody got their puzzle. Put your puzzle together.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's about, you know, understanding what you start from where you are, and you just build from that. Y'all not making excuses about taking care of y'all family. Y'all trying to be the best example, and that's the thing. It takes time. Everybody want to be a CEO, but niggas can't even add up and multiply. Niggas don't even know how to divide, but they want to be CEO. No, it doesn't work like that.
Hey, Faith, well, she said your hair cute, love.
I can do that? Wow.
You have a MacBook? I heard you do that with MacBook. Wait, Trey, you are right. People are skipping steps in life. Mm-hmm. They want to go from living in their mama's house to owning the business and have all this money and worry about the cars and the shoes. But the problem I see is finding somebody that don't got that mindset. But that could also be because I'm down in Alaska and I have realized I've seen more Black people in these like this month than I've seen in the past couple of years.
Yeah. There's no right or wrong way of being a parent. There's no right or wrong way of being an adult, especially living in America. You just have to forge your way. And I don't know what, listen, Coach Ferg, I ain't going nowhere. You think that y'all can leapfrog me with my 35 years of experience out here in the world, and y'all don't know what it's like to be 45 yet?
We value your experience first.
No, what I'm saying is I understand, I've always understand who I am. I've always understood that even when I had her, not every woman like light skin. So they limiting their options. When it came to a sister, she can be the darkest woman in the room. She can be the lightest woman in the room. As long as she has some personality and has some qualities that she's willing to enhance, and she has to be able to cook at least one favorite meal outside of spaghetti. Be able to, do something.
That's my angle.
Oh, I ain't eat nobody's spaghetti, but I'm telling you, but I ain't eat nobody's spaghetti, but nope.
See what I'm saying?
Hell nah. Nope.
That's crazy as hell, man.
Nah, cause like
people put voodoo spells on it.
Yeah, that I believe in that woo, and I seen you ain't finna have me going crazy.
Well, I know this, y'all gonna eat my spaghetti if I give y'all some.
You better see. We got it.
I gotta see it being made.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta see it being made. You make it with love, you know what I'm saying, in front of us, and that's the thing. I used to watch my mama do a lot of cooking. I never saw my father cook at all. That nigga ain't cut the grass. He ain't do nothing. All that was for me and my brother. My mother, when all my sisters got of age, she ain't wash a dish. She ain't do none of that shit.
Birds is hungry. They like, can you please?
But again, she provided that. She used to work at GE till she retired, but we ate good every day. I was the wildest kid in my family. I was the wildest one. But I don't know, man. It's just a different time, man. I think people got an opportunity to sort of change the tide. And I don't know if y'all see it, but just based off numbers of, work and employment, brothers' numbers are going down in unemployment, going up in employment. Salaries are increasing, especially over the last 3 years. You seeing the number shifts. And I don't think a lot of sisters are really paying attention and not taking the brother serious. Because just because we can, catch a 25, 35-year-old brother, he's really lashing out of what he saw growing up. The women around him mistreated him. The girl he liked in high school slept with his friend. And they look at that and they lash out against it. But at some point, for those men to be better, they have to give it up. Just like a woman, you can't take your experience with what you did in your early years, realizing you didn't choose the right dude or you was just having fun. You can't take it with you. You have to sort of address it, leave it in the past. So when your blessing do come, you open to it. You're in a better space. So.
But I also think everybody is not meant to be married or in a relationship. Some of us are going to be single.
Yes.
You look at the math.
Yes, because y'all.
I don't want to be single.
Y'all number us 907, 10 to 1. So for every one of me, it's 10 of y'all. So a lot of y'all gonna be single. It's just the way the numbers are. You don't conquer a nation of people and bring in more men. You always bring in more women. Always.
I want whatever God has in store for me. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna stress myself out during my life trying to look under a rock, needle in a haystack with somebody. Yeah. If that's what God has for me, that's what He has for me.
Yeah,
I agree.
One of the hardest things for a man to ever do is to find a wife. It's in the book. It's in the Bible. It's like finding a jewel. It's hard. You don't just see diamonds on the streets every day. You got to go digging deep in the mines for it. Just like finding a good woman that's worthy of marriage. It's one of the hardest things we'll ever do. And I don't think men look at that because men be like, oh, I got money. I got this. Why I can't get a woman? Well, it's something about you also. And it's
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's crazy. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we were catching up, and they were telling because they're engaged. They've been engaged for like since like 21, right? And so with a year, and so I'm still ain't married yet. Y'all think I know kids yet? And he just like, I'm like, what you mean? You know, he starts spilling this. Oh, I don't think, like basically, he don't feel a piece of paper constitutes what they got. They done attain houses, they done attain cars, they done attain all of this wealth together, and he feels like that substantiates their commitment to one another, right? And I'm like, and so she's a different culture than him, and in her culture she can't have a baby until she married, and I'm like, she ain't got no kids, and I'm just like, but if she like you, I told him, I'm like, I feel like you being selfish to think this way when you know that she ain't gonna outright just go against her culture and have this kid. Like she already done went against her culture and got with you, because I guess apparently they didn't want her with him or whatever. So she done went against the grain, but now you done proposed to her. Like, and then this was something that really hit hard. Like, I hope you don't watch my channel, but her dad died like not too long ago. And I seen it on her page because I was snooping a little bit. I was like, it resonated with me because when my daddy died, I was still engaged. And I felt some kind of way because I was like, dang, like this dude waited so long to where like my didn't walk me down the aisle. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he had taken that opportunity from me, you know, because I was waiting around for this marriage to happen that never happened or whatever. So I was just sharing my experience with old boy, like, you know, like my thing is like, if you ain't planning to shit, get off the pot, like, you know. But he ain't looking at it like that. It's like, I'm not holding her here. If she don't like my program, then she more than welcome to go.
But again, and to see, this is why I think people don't really learn laws and things like that. They in a common law marriage anyway.
Right.
If she leaves, she gonna get half that shit anyway.
Right. No,
you know, so again, you know, and that's the thing. It's not about, see, to me, it's just not about being married. I wouldn't suggest nobody get married if they're not ready. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you, if I'm identify as a Christian, what do the laws of Christianity say? If I'm a Muslim, what do the laws of being a Muslim say? What do those biblical laws say that I should live under? And I think people sort of twist them to fit their narratives and then make excuses and then cry when the outcome is not the way they thought about it in their mind. So you can't negate some laws of life. Some laws, they are just what they are. You know, America, you can only have one wife. America, you can be legally married through the state or whatever, or you can be a common law marriage. After 10 years, I think in most states, is you married anyway. So all them houses y'all bought, all them cars, guess what? She get half that shit.
Right.
And you might have to pay alimony too. It all depends though. But people think they try to circumvent the laws and they'll be crying on YouTube, man, how she take care of shit. And then you played the game long enough.
But even in that,
yeah, they're gonna be on TikTok making that part 1, part 2, part 3 type shit.
But
comment if you want to see part 5 type shit.
But even in that situation, I feel like he not being completely honest with the girl. Because it's like, if you done went and gave a ring to her, then you done upgraded the ring. Like, I feel like you stringing her along at that point.
Yes.
To her believe that, oh, one day we gonna walk down this aisle. When really in your mind, you telling me, oh, I don't think I want to get married. Then why did you propose? You get what I'm saying? Like, it behoves me that men will waste your time like this. And I mean, she looked like she make bank. Like, she had just threw him like a little birthday party. It was very classy and lit. Like, she looked like a good girl, and I'm over here. I can't believe you advocating for her. And I'm like, yeah, why not?
But you just laid it out, Cheapo. If she's bringing in that money, I don't want nobody else to have them. You think I want to give that resource?
Right. Right. He looking at her like a resource. He ain't looking at her like a wife.
He's looking at her like a lick.
But
Yeah.
But
You a
also,
lick.
if she allows it, then what can anybody
He's speaking
say?
my language. Lick, yeah, lick.
he make it so funny. Like he he provided with like a luxurious lifestyle or whatever. Like compromising here. Like she liked to travel. He not into traveling, but the compromise is, oh, I'll pay for you to go to out the country, but I'm not gonna go with you. And I'm just like, but it ain't.
That's cool with me. Give me the money.
Huh?
That's cool with me. I think both of them are happy with where they're at, El Chivo.
I don't know. I don't think she happy, child.
How you gonna say you don't think that woman happy? Do you love her?
I'm projecting on her.
Yes, that's how black people do. They
Yeah,
protect
you ain't happy for her. She's satisfied like a motherfucker. Your ass ain't happy.
You go at least on a trip with her. Like, come on. Like, I'm pretty sure she would love that.
They
Like,
got a good arrangement, El Chivo.
think otherwise.
Look, she probably kind of going through it because she lost her daddy. She may not even be ready for marriage. If they've been engaged for 4 years, they ain't tripping. Then why you tripping?
No, I'm not tripping. I just was like 2 years, so we was just catching up. And I was asking questions. I asked questions that people are scared to ask. It is what it is.
Hold up, El Cheapo. Hold up.
This is an intimidation part.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold up, El Cheapo. Listen. Now, see that sentiment you just said something very key, right?
What?
You ask questions that people are afraid to ask, right?
Yeah.
Now you take that same damn mindset into any man that comes into your life. Ask those damn questions. Don't be asking just somebody that no. Ask the man that want to get with El Cheapo. Hey, nigga, what about this and that? What about ask those questions?
Period. I'm gonna start asking the questions. What's going on? What's good? What we doing?
Yeah, cause you show me questioning me.
Yeah. Shit, you might as well. Shit, you might as well. Shit, especially when it's dealing with your heart. Hell
Right.
yeah.
Right. Just ask them in a good way, a nice way. Find a nice way.
Yeah, ask them real gently. Don't be.
You can ask questions through stories too. You know that, right? I know this guy, right, who's stringing this woman along.
Ferg, I like to ask direct questions. Like
Okay.
I need a definitive answer. I don't want to beat around no bush with no stories and shit. No. You need to answer me directly.
See, we like to use hypotheticals. El Cheapo, I know this guy, right? He liked this woman, right? He claims he likes this woman, right?
Right.
And the woman's feeling him.
Right.
And he's been dating, they've been dating for about a year or so. And, you know, she's thinking about the future. And every time I talk to her, she talking about, you know, they getting married and everything. But every time I talk to him, he's like, well, you know, we could, you know, see how it goes. And, you know, maybe down the line when we ready. Do you think he's stringing her along?
Yep.
Okay, so you gave a definitive answer, and I was talking about you and me.
Ooh, that was smart, Coach. Okay, Coach.
You know what I'm saying?
Coach about to teach you some games.
What's up, Scorpio Mama?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I gave the story so you wouldn't think that I'm talking about you, but when I laid out the scenario, you definitively said yes. Because when you come out and say, hey, you gonna drag me along, you gonna do all that. No, why would I do that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously I get what you're saying because they'll probably tell you what you want to hear in that regard.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just use it in a story of people you know. What do you think?
That's okay.
But you're trying to get the answer that you want. You want the answer that's truthful and not the answer that's what you know what I'm saying? That's all.
My problem though. My thing is, why can't we just not be truthful? Why can't we not? Why do I have to beat around the bush and give you hypotheticals or give you storylines for you to be truthful to a person? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's Cheapo, that's the games y'all age group play. Y'all play those games. So you got to be better at playing those games with a man. Because a man, he'll play those games forever.
Child.
No, that's right, Coach.
As long as you let him, he gonna do it.
Yeah, if you be like, are you gonna cheat on me? Of course they're gonna say no.
Of
I
course.
mean, don't nobody want to cheat on nobody, but if you give me a reason, I ain't gonna cheat on your ass. I'm just gonna leave your ass. I ain't gotta cheat. I'm done, dude. Ain't no get back. Fuck getting back. I'm gonna get over your ass.
El Cheapo, I know his friend. I know a friend, right? Her and that guy been together for years, right? And she just got to a point that she didn't want to give him none. Should he be able to go out and get some from another woman?
You want me to ask that honestly?
Yes, honestly.
You just talk about honesty.
Or do you want me to hear? Nah, just playing. I mean, to be honest, I feel like if you withholding sex for me, and I feel like go get it from somebody else. Yeah.
Okay. See what I'm saying? So if it's a man, if you ask the man that question and he says that, then you know where he stands with that type of life with a woman. He expects to be able to be intimate with her. You know you can't hold out with that dude because there's a possibility that he may cheat.
That was smart, Coach. Okay.
And vice versa, though. That's what
That
I'm
was
saying.
a trick question. He set her up.
But she answered it truthfully, though. I'm just saying she answered it truthfully without looking at it. See, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be pointed directly at you or me to get the truthful answer.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, I mean, yeah.
Because Cheapo, I can see you now. You don't have that brow. The way you got them brows scrunched up right now, I can see you looking at him funny and asking them old questions and looking at him sideways, and he like, no, baby, I wouldn't cheat. He won't give you that real answer. That's why you got to put it in a story of somebody you know, a scenario that sort of gives the example, but not directly at the person. And whatever answer I give is the answer you have to go with.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I definitely feel you.
Because you in the catch-22 right now, Cheapo.
What catch-22 am I in?
You understand what's out here when it comes to men, but you also want to be in that space with a man.
True. This is the catch-22. You are absolutely right.
I know.
Let the church say amen.
I was single before. I was 30-something before.
Yeah.
Military experience, college educated, body like a god. Yeah.
This nigga.
Preacher.
I'm just saying though, but I used to be like, huh?
Nah, nothing.
Yeah, at least that's what I thought. Until a woman go say, I don't like light skin, bald head. What do you mean?
Trey,
it is what it is.
Was they doing that whole light skin, dark skin thing back in the day, or is that
they've always made reference to complexions in the Black community. I used to be. I've been called more.
They dogging the shit out of y'all light skinned niggas on
I've been more niggas through Black people. I've been more. Ain't nobody white ever called me a white boy. Only Black folk. Ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? So that's always been a part of our thing. But also, it wasn't the self-esteem coming up was a little different, a little stronger. Even the ugliest girls, you couldn't tell her she was ugly. You couldn't do it. They didn't own it because they believed in it.
I tried to break a lot of girls' spirit back in the day, man. That shit ain't work.
No.
Yeah, I'm bad. Nah, but you bad looking, but okay.
Yeah, but that's also builds character though. Think about it. A lot of us come out of homes where people talk about us. My mother used to tell me, get my little ugly ass out of her face all the time. But then she'd be like, I love you too. A lot of people, they take words are hurtful, especially when it comes to people that love you the most. But people like me saying something, it shouldn't really bother you. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my perspective though, because I didn't know what self-esteem was until I was probably about 25. Like, what is self-esteem? When you got low self-esteem, when somebody don't feel good about it, say, what? they don't feel good. They're alive. They living. And not everybody is everybody's cup of tea. So just love who you are.
Yeah, this is true.
We all got big noses and big lips up on the screen. Yeah,
I
we
look
all come
bigger
from.
than them big lip, baby.
You might have you might not have a big nose, but you got big wide nostrils.
I always tell people to love yourself. Quit trying to be other people. Stop
Yes.
putting on all this stuff, covering up who you are. You look how you're supposed to look. You look how God wanted you to
Yeah, I'm
look.
tired of people catfishing in real life, bro. Like, wake
Oh
up,
man.
cat. You don't even look like that when you wake up.
All
Motherfucker,
the
go to bed with
filters.
your ass. Oh, yeah, not even filter, makeup, goddamn lashes.
A dude dyeing his hair. I never thought, you know what I'm saying? That's some dyeing their hair. That shit's weird as hell to me. I ain't gonna be in my 50s dyeing my hair, trying to
Yeah,
look younger.
Yeah.
yeah. Talking about, oh man, I got gray in my beard. I gotta put some black shit on here. Nah, nigga, go ahead. That Beijing shit gay, bro. Don't do that, bro. You paint your face, boy.
I mean, they got a lot of dudes that be dyeing their hair black. They be getting man units. They get the fade put on. I
Yes.
mean,
Those dudes have low self-esteem. They're not comfortable with who they are. That's the thing. And it's just something that for myself and growing up, my friends, you couldn't tell us we wasn't fine back in the day. But
so
we wouldn't go
Trey,
argue with you about it.
you saying because you got your bald head out here, you better than them?
No, I'm not saying I'm better than them. What I'm saying is my confidence exudes anything you can say negative about me.
I think light skinned
That's
guys
how I feel.
confidence.
You say what, El Chivo?
I
Light
said
skinned guys, what?
I think light skinned guys just got hella confidence. That's why I stopped messing with y'all light skinned niggas. I mean,
Why?
yeah.
Why? See what I'm saying? You limit
Look,
your options, so then you want JPs
Yeah,
of the world.
people,
Go ahead.
I do think you
Go
got
ahead.
some. You got a list, a long one.
no, I used to. That was my preference back when I was younger. I was a little vain, I was like definitely like 100 and some pounds skinnier, and like I had options, but and my preference was light skinned men and with curly hair. I love that, right?
I wouldn't have been none of your type there. I
But
am girl.
like they thought they was cuter than me. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. My coworkers used to tell me, I used to work at Rite Aid when I was 16. They used to joke with me and say, you always got these Rick Fox looking motherfuckers coming up here looking for you. And that was the type of men that I was like attracted to. But child, then I had to move on to the caramel complected. I had to leave the little light skins alone. And my cousin used to tell me that I had the paper bag syndrome, right?
Yep, you did. You did.
I was
You
like,
did.
what are you talking about?
Yes, you did.
So
Yes, you did.
my grandma she said, Abby, I watch you gonna marry a dark skin, right? And I used to tell my grandma, you crazy. Because I never was attracted to dark skinned men at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there are some dark skinned men that are handsome. I would not be opposed to it, but back when I was younger, you couldn't tell me I get with a dark.
But again, why would you limit your options when it comes to someone you can potentially to be with?
Right.
I would.
Color seems a little bit crazy to me. I don't know what's going on out in this world.
A lot of dark skinned dudes don't like themselves, and they project it on women. That's the thing. A lot of them don't like themselves. That's why if you watch dudes when they come on panels and you show anybody light skin, almost white skin with the fake white hair, they'll go crazy over and they'll be nicer too. Anybody come up here brown skin with regular ninja hair, they'll give all kinds of pushback to.
Oh yeah,
a lot of
people definitely get privilege.
Light-skinned females get more privilege than the dark-skinned female. Yeah, but why would I limit my options when I got the rainbow of melanated sisters at my disposal? Why would I say, okay, everybody this complexion and lighter? No, man, I've dated every complexion on this rainbow and some of the best women. I'm gonna tell y'all a fetish of mine that I used to just talk about. I love a sister with some thick bottle glasses.
Some thick glasses?
Yeah, some thick glasses. I used to be like, oh my God. But because most of them always had nice bodies and were nice people. So if you had some nice thick glasses on, man, oh my God. Hey, how you doing? I used to talk to you. But
I've never heard that before, Trey.
That's just me though. That's the weirdness of it. And I like tall women. A sister taller than me, oh my God. I would have had her baby. I'd be like,
what?
He calm naturally.
I'd be like, I had your child. I'll bear the children. But that was just my mindset when I was younger, man. I never discriminated. You know what I'm saying? I like every sister, every complexion. And I would never, ever date outside my race. Never. I'd never even, every white woman is ugly to me. I don't know why, but it's just that way. But a sister, oh my God. The way y'all smell, the way y'all look when the sun hits y'all skin. Oh, it's just something, man.
Randolph said I voted for this, talking about the ICE raids. I see that a lot in the comment sections of these videos, these ICE raids. I had somebody else in the chat earlier that did not agree with me calling illegal immigrants criminals. And so they said that they had to go, but I do deeply care for this person. But I see a lot of this. I voted for this. Go back to where you came from. And
but Trump is a fucking illegal.
You said Trump is a what?
Trump is an illegal immigrant. You feel me? Like his mama and his parents didn't come over here legally. We need to deport his ass too.
No, but that's everybody pretty much in America, right? Especially during the Reconstruction time. After they ended slavery, almost 95% of slaves that were adults had a skill set that they could have brought to America. They all had a skill set. They did all the work. White folk ain't invented nothing new to make life easier for ninjas. Black folk had all the skills, and what they did to shut them out is they went to countries and said, give us your least desired people and let them come to America. And they were given spots that we should have been given. They were given the lands, they were given the opportunities that Black people were not given. But the Black people, since they had all the skills, they still were able to understand that and work together. That's why you had places like the Black Wall Street, and it was about 10 or 12 of those across the country at that time. That one just got the most notoriety because it was burned and it was covered. But there were other ones also that were sort of dismantled, and people were displaced. So, and that's what I'm saying. Most everybody in the last 125 years were immigrants, and they were able to sort of, even like most Jewish people, a lot of Jewish people wasn't in America. They were over in Germany. So they displaced them and they come to America. A lot of these countries now, these Ukrainians and these other countries that are at war, where you think those citizens are going to come to? And when you look around your city, you see all these new apartment buildings going up. You see all of these housings going up. Those housings are for those people whose countries now are being torn up through war. They have to find a place to put those people. And a lot of those people are going to get access. It's like this. Americans are going to get first right of refusal. I always say that crazy. Meaning these spaces, like these jobs that are becoming available because they're doing these ISIS things, and even some of the low tier jobs, Americans are going to get first right of refusal. So if they refuse to go into those jobs, they're going to bring in immigrants from these war-torn countries to go right into those positions. People don't see it like that because, I learned a lot when I went to the Gulf War, and I was around generals and I was around a lot of higher commanding people, and I used to listen to these conversations. And the stuff that's going on now, I used to tell my friends back in the 90s. They'd be looking at me like, man, you're lying. America is the greatest country in the world, blah, blah, blah. Do most people feel the same way about that now? That America is the greatest country? Most people hate America, living in America.
No.
Other country. What's up, Smoke Up?
What's up, Smoke Up? El Cheapo, what you over there smacking on that chicken lick tender?
See what I'm saying now, Cheapo? Oh, man. A brother be intimidated by you over
some jasmine rice and broccoli and cauliflower.
You
Wait, what?
fucking that shit. Oh, that
See
shit
what I'm
You
going.
saying?
making me hungry.
See what I'm saying?
So
A
Nick,
brother that's
the man said it. What? You
a
said
man.
Trey saying most niggas ain't ready for this ride with you because you
Yeah,
got a
man.
lot going
I,
on there, people.
I
You
can't help
got 20 hustles.
don't want real. Oh, I'm sorry, Scorpio Mama. Men don't want real. They want you to give them this representative. No, I'm gonna give you me. This is me.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of brothers your age, they ain't built like that. They ain't built like that. It's intimidating. Not saying there's nothing wrong,
Right.
You
but
got to get your old man.
not an old man, just a dude that got confidence. And you got to ask him those tough questions. Ask him, has he ever been pegged by a man?
I do it like that.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You don't want to,
Whoa.
especially if he come rolling up on you on a date and he got on some flip-flops. Hey, nigga, where you been at? I'm just saying, man. These conversations were easier back in the day. Now everybody's scared to ask those tough questions.
Hey,
You come home, look, you wonder why his friend Ronnie always over, and you're like, hold up.
Not
Come in
right.
and see Ronnie's panties all on the floor. They done moved to the bedroom. You over there.
All right,
Be looking like, be on that bit looking like Go Yayo. Go Yayo just got exposed by his
Oh, I
DM,
saw that Illuminegro. What happened with that story? Because I saw something, but I didn't click on it. What are they saying about Go Yayo?
Go Yayo was caught in a compromising position by his BM.
Who is
And
Go?
everybody, yeah, I guess he's a rapper out of Texas.
Remember the Texas rapper who had died at the gas station with
his
daughter? With his daughter?
No.
No, it was like G
I
Money
think it was
Lil
Lil
Ronnie.
Yeah, G Money Lil Ronnie, some shit.
He
like
was
that.
friends with Go Yayo, and that's how I know about him. Hey,
Yeah.
Bridget.
So they saying he gay or something.
When you say compromising position,
man, that man was booted over, butt cheek spread, all type of shit, bro.
what?
Yeah.
And a compromising position can be anything. If we in the tight quarters with our shirts off, if we sitting on the couch, shoulder to shoulder, all that shit suspect to me.
Well, I just painted the picture without looking at the picture because I ain't trying to look it down. So
I'm gonna look at the picture because I come from an era of men. I come from an era of men. These 240 and under men, they all look different. Y'all, yeah. When I start seeing young men take showers with shorts on, I knew it was changing.
Huh?
It was a different time because athletes, we, you know what I'm saying, we men, we wasn't. It was just taboo. You know what I'm saying? We play football. You play football in the 80s. Yeah, everybody was in the shower. When nobody grabbing on each other and making comments about man's sexuality. We all understood what it was. It was men. Today, since the crack era, yeah, we get all that now. All that.
I thought you wasn't gonna make reference to the crack era. Yeah, you had to do it.
But see, that's a time frame. Y'all was kids, though. El Cheapo,
but we've been up here for 2 hours and Trey ain't said it once. I'm very proud of you, Trey.
But you got to look at the time when a lot of that changed. Mothers and sisters was getting strung out on drugs too. It's one thing for men, but when the mothers and sisters get strung out on drugs, that changes the game because a lot of these women had children.
Right.
A lot of these kids are adults now. What do you think they're doing? They're fighting.
You cook that out, Chivo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell she cooked that. She got all them thick ass broccoli, all them good vegetables up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see us? Go ahead.
Hey, Garcia.
But El Cheapo, remember when you was just starting your garden?
Yeah.
And you thought that I was coming down on you about your garden?
My heart.
Bro, I was in the comment section. It was so damn funny.
But look at your garden now.
You was like, you're not doing it right. It's not that gross. I'm like, hey.
She was like, they was like arguing. She was like, I don't get it.
It's okay. I'm just doing this for fun. It's all right.
See what I'm saying? See, I wasn't taking it for fun. I'm taking it as a way of life. Because look at it. It's changed your life. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so somebody asked in the chat, Richard said, who is LSG? This is LSG, Illuminegro. Hella funny. And every time I have a family show, he's been up here a lot. This is the longest he's been up here. Normally he say his piece.
I normally pull the disappearing act by now.
He said his piece and he be out.
I thought you was Levert, Sweat, and Gill. LSG, that's a group.
Long Spoon Gang.
What's behind door one?
What does long spoon gang mean? I saw that. I was just gonna ask you about that.
That just means feeding. I just keep people at a distance. You feel me? Like I fuck with people. You feel me? I choose who I deal with. LSG, Long Spoon Gang. I mean, like everything's on the need to know basis. That's just where I'm be. It ain't we're not a criminal organization, none of that. You feel me? I don't need no Ricos coming, none of that.
Yeah.
I'm not affiliated with nobody. I'm affiliated with God.
He's like, we gotta get that established right now. They're coming down with these Ricos and all this. They're coming down with it.
So what y'all got going for today? Well, damn, the day almost over with.
It's almost over.
The day
over. I woke up late like you. I get up late every day.
Man, yeah, I got up late.
I don't work. I've been seeing on YouTube, man, everybody been talking about the potential scam ran.
I've been seeing that. That's what I'm telling you.
Man, they on every channel, man. That's been wild.
People came and told us a little bit about it. I didn't hear nothing about that.
Yeah,
what you know?
Listen, I know everything. I was just on the sidelines watching everything play out, right?
This is time for tea tray, so we can be messy over here.
Well, it started out. It's an old beef that's going on. I don't know how many years old. It was an old beef with Daryl and another guy. Daryl has been quoted as saying some egregious things about what he would do to people's children and everything. And the way what he was doing, what I saw was he was just lashing out. It wasn't that he's actually done it. He was just lashing out to get back at people. But there's someone who's actually been convicted of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was just pointing that out like, hey, this person's done it, has been charged and convicted, but y'all not giving him smoke for that. Y'all giving me smoke for the fact that what I said. And that's where it all was lingering. And then that person was up on Drip Show. He paid money to keep Daryl and Lovely off of Drip's Live. Said they couldn't come back.
Daryl be like contributing a lot, so he probably
and then it sort of played out to where he said, "I give you $500," but okay, here's how it worked. He paid $400 to kick. Okay, you know how Shanika and everybody's on the panel. He paid $100 to kick them off, put them in the back. So it was just him and Drip for the next, I don't know how long they was there, 30, 40 minutes. And then he said, "I'll pay $500 to make sure Daryl and Lovely, I guess Daryl's wife, don't get to come back to the show." So he gave Drip another $400, and instead of giving them $500, then people saying, "Hey man, he only gave you $400, boom, boom, boom." But Drip is already knowing, like, Daryl go hit him up, and so Daryl, I guess, that's supposed to have hit him up on the back end outside of YouTube and pay, because the dude said if I pay this $500, he got to pay $1,500 to come back. So apparently that transaction took place off camera. And then Drip showed his phone, and people were questioning whether or not that they actually sent the money, and they was going through the cash app. I guess when you get a cash app, how it displays on the screen, and they were just pointing out the nuances and the differences of it. So that people were saying it was a scam. And that's where it was. It was from that point, people was, I don't know, I seen it on about 4 or 5 channels. And I know at least 3 last night. before I went to sleep. I'm like, damn, they really own this. And it's just, to me, it's something that's never going to stop. They're going to keep going back and forth, and people are going to say people are scamming, and people are going to try to defend it. So it's just the same YouTube fight process that's really ain't moving the needle, ain't fixing nothing.
Ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, it just continues.
Breeze, we're talking about this beef between these YouTubers that said somebody was scamming and all that. Trey, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really get caught up in it because I visit people's channel and I don't necessarily, I'm not a person that's going to be running back and talking about this and that, and I stay out of that stuff. That's out of my league. That's out of my league. But again, this is what that generation does. They talk about each other head to toe. And instead of just addressing it with the person, in real time. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I never did. I'm not going to be running back and telling what somebody else said about somebody else.
I think that'd be my problem though, when things go left with people, like things like there's been like I was in this whole other sector or whatever, and like there was content creators we was like all cool with, like behind the scenes, having conversations and all that. And some stuff had came to the forefront, and we all just separated and parted our ways. Like nobody came out putting text messages out, nobody came out trying to expose nobody. Like everybody walked away with integrity,
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of content creators when they fall out with each other, like they quick to want to throw people under the bus and expose people. Like that I don't agree with. I'm just like, if you fell out with a person, cool, like let that be. Y'all friendship ran its course, you know what I'm saying? For whatever the reason, y'all party ways, go on y'all separate ways. I don't feel like it's necessary to try to like come out and just like put people out there. But everybody handle their stuff differently. But I
yes.
That. But for a lot of these people, that's how they make their money. It sounds like Drip did make some good money on all that drama. I hope all that drama don't give him a heart attack, stress him out, send him to the hospital. That's what they want to do. They're grown.
I was speaking in general though, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I agree. When I am not cool with somebody, I just block them, cut them off, remove them from my life, and that's it. I don't go around talking about this person, that person. It's too much stress on you.
Yeah.
Too much energy.
And then the thing about us Black people, we are cliquey. We cliquey people. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't agree with me, that's cool. But then to not agree with me, then run around talking about me behind my back. That's right there. That doesn't help anything. It doesn't even help you for carrying that energy into your life. But we hold on to grudges just because we may have disagreed in one live. Now all of a sudden, I don't like, I be a fool around. I don't like El Cheapo, man. She's always keeping it real and saying stuff. No, man, that's just part of the situation in the moment. I'm not gonna come back and every time I see El Cheapo, no, but see El Cheapo in 2022, see, no, and that's the problem. People grow.
The dog don't even agree, or he agree with you.
The dog was child. That dog like get off the internet and take me for a walk.
No, she got a backyard. She just sees some other dogs. I got some other dogs in the name, across the yard, and
she's trying to get her little cooter it up.
No, I'll be right back. I ain't got no 304 dogs. Stop it. My dog's got a good daddy.
Look, the dog could be like you back in the day.
No, my girl dog. I got 2 girl dogs. Ain't none of them gonna be like me back in the day. No, they'd have jumped the fence by now looking for her. Let me let her out.
Okay, and then Breeze got a good point. He said being messy is a check now. It sure is.
Yeah, no, because I mean, nobody want to talk about other stuff. Like your views is gonna be low, but once you start talking about the mess and all of that, like people are.
But in the long run, I don't think it pays off, except if you are talking about celebrities, people that you don't know. When you start talking about people on the common level, people, you know what I'm saying? Like then it gets real petty. But there are channels like there's like this one guy, Kempire, who he talks about pop culture and celebrities, but he very like tasteful about it. Which when you get nasty about it, start calling out people and STD this, STD that, and you start talking about people's kids, then it gets crazy. You got to be tasteful about it, though.
Right.
And a lot of these people are just messy.
Stick to the facts. A lot of people, a lot of people bring these stories to the internet and then they create their own narratives to other people's stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, it's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. The facts. A lot of people don't really be having facts. They be making up stuff. It just, but I feel like in the short run, it may pay off. You may make some money, but can you really maintain that channel up to like 50,000 people or 50,000 subscribers? You're probably not going to make it. You're probably going to get demonetized along the way.
I've been trying to find out. I've been trying to get to the mommy sector for about 100 years now. Now told me the mommy sector is ghetto and they get their kids taken away. So I'm like, where are the, like, how do you get into like the family part of YouTube to where like people want to see family content? They want to see mom content. Like they want to see that real life, everyday interaction with, families. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like where we frequent are the spaces that I frequent, like they are into like other stuff. Like
I think you be messy. You be after real messy channels. Now the stuff that Ava be watching on YouTube, it do be families and they do be happy. But I feel like we are in. Not even say me because I don't be over there that much. It gets real messy. I think you got to start watching better quality stuff.
That's the thing, though. I don't want
to fix your algorithm.
I don't want to watch it. I just want to produce it and have other people watch it.
But see, if you watch it, YouTube will start suggesting those videos. You down here in the gutter, El Chico. So I think your algorithm messed up.
Yeah, I mean because even the space I came from before, it was like the mukbang tea sector. So, even with that, like I still was producing different content, but I was getting like those people from, me interacting with chats. So I think that I would have to go and be interactive with other family channels. I get what you're saying. But I don't know.
Yeah, you're down here with the broken people. But I get it. It's entertaining sometimes. But like even with me, when on my new channel that I started, Time for Tea, I don't go to certain channels because it'll mess up my algorithm. I go to like the news. I go to like more like the hot topics. I don't go to some of the messy channels because they don't mess up my algorithm.
So you saying the hashtags and stuff don't work? I assume that when you put videos out, you put these hashtags that it will put you in the areas that it needs to go to. So that doesn't work?
I don't know if they work or not, but I also think that a big part of it is whatever you're watching. YouTube is going to recommend that type of content. Like if you're watching JP, the type of recommendations you're finna get are not finna be that good.
You ain't lying because I'm telling you, why did I get put on do you watch Kendra G?
I do. I'm not as much anymore, but I used to.
So do y'all know Gizmo? I mean not Gizmo, that's his daughter. Do y'all know Awesome?
I feel like I've heard that name.
Y'all see a dude on Kendra G that was on there and he kind of talked just like JP, like crazy as heck. He was living in a shelter and then he wore a suit and had his baby.
Oh, and he was talking about, I remember that interview. He was talking crazy.
He be in my chat. I'm like,
is he still living in the shelter?
He not in the shelter no more. He got his own apartment now, but
I don't know how he got them high ass standards living in a shelter with an arm baby.
Okay, so you know the one I'm talking about. That's him. That is him. He
was talking about black women this, and the baby was from a white woman. It looked like.
Hey JD, yes, no, yeah. So he be on my channel now, child. I'm trying to get him to do it. He said he'll do an interview with me.
I think you should do that interview. It's a little messy, but you got to get out the messy sector, LG Bo.
Yeah.
I know you like to watch these people. You were laughing.
She like the messy sector. Get out the messy sector. She like it.
Hey Jay.
Oh my God.
You get a little excited when the messiness.
It's entertaining. I ain't gonna hold you. My life is a little boring a little.
Yeah, you went out to a riot. I mean, not a riot, a protest. You was out there with the protesters talking to them. That's ultimate.
Yeah, you know, I get thrills out of that kind of stuff.
See what I'm saying? This is great.
Scorpio said, Chivo, we want to fit in. Yeah, you can't fit in with these people. I don't even want to fit in. Fuck them. I'll make my own group.
Dang.
Yes.
Mama?
Make my own group.
Yeah.
And I know I don't fit in. That's why I'm going to be who I am.
I kind of stand out, but you know, I get what you're saying. I do be trolling a little bit. That, yeah, I be trying to wake up on the good side of the bed, asking the Lord to help me.
You be having that devil on your shoulder though when you click on JP channel.
Man.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He triggered me, man. So I'm like, hey, this took me down a different path, child. But yeah.
But you can't let them trigger you.
Yeah, I'm definitely about to get together. I you know, I got to put myself in positions where the stuff that I say I want, I got to be ready for. You know,
I'm surprised you don't watch more God-based content. Like, there's a lot of content creators who have, you know, God-based content. Like, you don't be watching none of them. That'll help you get your algorithm right too.
Yeah, they're not around here though, because I mean, even those God that we see around here, they still be in the same dang lives we all be in.
Yeah, it's interesting.
No, that'll be where I be at.
You need some host when you tune in over there. Listen, it's all of that, JD. Yes. All of that. But no, I definitely, I agree. You know. Yeah, I agree, Chad. I need to get my
you under 35, right?
Man, I wish.
Trying to be sweet.
Guess what? Did you say he's sweet, baby? I look, they be thinking me and my son are brothers and sisters, okay? I do not look like I'm about to be 39 in about a month or two. I'm about to be 39.
So between now and age 41, you're going to go through a whole nother mental transformation.
Yes, I know. And I'm trying to prepare myself.
The only way you can prepare for it is continue to think about life going forward. That's
where I'm at with it, Coach Ferg.
That's the only way you can do. And you may have to step back for a while. You know, a lot of people, I think that's what, in working with a lot of people who didn't have the confidence, who believed that the world was against them, you have to be willing to step back a little bit, get away from all the excitement of the lives and things like that, and sort of just walk in the energy that you want to be in for a while. So when you come back to these spaces, you'll be able to be a little bit more controllable or you'll be in control of your emotions. You know, certain things people say won't get you worked up, and people do. But the hardest catch is, for me, when it comes to children, I guess the word I'm trying to say is, I don't have any pity for anybody who sort of puts children in danger. Not at all. Or does anything to them. They can burn in hell. I don't give a damn if you're the mama, you the daddy, whoever you are, to do something to the most innocent of us. You can get what you get. And when I mean burn in hell, I ain't talking about after you leave here. I'm talking about now. Your life, I hope your life is shitty. I hope it's, you know what I'm saying? I hope you go through that, because when you sort of do things to sort of hurt the most innocent, then yeah, you get what you get. And I don't support that at all. That it don't matter who it is to me.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Not everybody, you know. I spend a lot of time working with young people. I've seen a lot of young people cry. I've had clients that were born with drugs in their system. You know what I'm saying? I've seen those effects. You know, I've seen clients whose parents told them that they can't wait for them to come to jail and visit them and be in jail with them. The parents in jail, they want the kid to go to jail. I've seen those cases, but I don't give a damn about how they feel. Shit, do something right for the kid. Get a kid opportunity. That's my thing. Just give them the opportunity. Then they can make their decisions. And it is what it is.
Right.
Y'all blessings will come, though. It'll come. Right now, if y'all got $1 million, y'all probably buy a whole bunch of shit.
But you know what? I was thinking, Trey, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. It's really up to God. It's really not. I know we be wanting things right then and there, but it's really not up to us. We're going to get the blessings when we get the blessings. Yes. And maybe, like you said, we're not ready for certain things. And that's why we don't have them.
I feel like he's not going to give us something that we're not ready for because we won't know how to handle it. You know, I think about, I use this analogy like when I got my first car, right? Like it was given to, you know, it was given to me. So it was like, I didn't really take care of it. You know, like I just did whatever. I didn't go get the oil change. I didn't care about none of that. And, you know, obviously it broke down or whatever. But when I actually had to put my money into something, oh, baby, I go get car washes. I go make sure the oil change. I take care of it because I know the sacrifice that I had to put, the work, the efforts, you know, to get it. So with that being said, like, you know, we got to put that work in. We got to, you know, be ready and be prepared for what it is that, you know, he have in store for us. So I truly believe that too. You know, hey Joshua, how you doing?
Yeah, and the work has no time limit. There's no time frame for the work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you get blessed at whatever age you are, you still got to continue to be on that same journey, because blessings they don't come and go, but the opportunities for them come and go. So yeah, man, keep putting in your work. It'll pay off. I met my wife at 45. You know, so
you said what happened?
I said I met my wife at 45.
Oh, see, there's hope. Now,
yeah.
The Lord don't make me wait till 45.
But it's only one of me.
I'm just joking.
It's only one of me though. You know, maybe if I got a son who's 22. He's out of your league, well, you out of his league.
Yeah,
you can't come. Leave him alone, and then.
Well, you out there offering him up to get preyed on.
No, he's a lot more disciplined at that age than I was. Yeah, he's a lot more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Your aunties, they was flying me out. They was taking care of me. They did things for me. So,
they was tricking on you, Trey?
If that's what you want to call it, I thought they was just being nice. But it's a different mindset. You know, people are a little bit more selfish mindset today. You know, a little more selfish.
Yeah, people have this, what can you do for me if I help you? Yeah. And you know what? That's fine. Please just leave me alone. I don't want nobody else come over here saying stuff, playing games and mental gymnastics or like all that. Just be honest. But that's hard for people these days, men and women.
But I also think when we ask for honesty, we got to be ready for it.
Yes,
that's true too.
And the best time to ask for honesty is early and often.
Be ready for it.
Early and often. Yeah. That's why you gotta ask those questions.
Don't call me if you don't want the truth, because I'll tell you, girl, you've been complaining about him for 5 years. I think at this point, it's on you.
It's on you.
Why are you still there?
Because because he's putting that love on me. That's what it is. A lot of people just be physically love struck.
Or they be in a financial burden too, or
Oh,
they need help financially, so they can't leave. But then my thing, if you've been with someone for 5 years and you haven't moved, it is your fault at that point in time. Don't call me if you don't want the truth. That's how I feel about it. Don't call me. But Trey, I had to block somebody the other day. Hey Taylor, aw, she looks so cute.
Her hair.
Hey, your hair's cute.
Yeah, she got some nice thick braided hair.
Hey, okay. All right.
Did you do it, Chivo?
Yeah, I did it.
You did a good job.
So I wish more mothers would do that though. Take that time and invest in the natural hair of a young woman, man. That shit is.
Yeah, I be doing like braids. Let me see it again. Let me see her again. She got the bow rats on. Chivo, you're muted. That's cute. I never did Ava's hair that way. That's cute though.
I can do that too.
I seen it on the on Facebook. I was like, oh, I want to try this hairstyle. And so, yeah, I did. Yes, baby, yes. I'm watching.
Ava would be like, my head hurts when I go to sleep.
Just a little.
You only got like 5 minutes with kids. Like, honestly, like 1 minute. And then they leave.
Yeah. That's what it is. They
but
grow
don't
up.
get me wrong. I like braids too. Braids is convenient because you ain't got to keep doing it.
That's why I always do braids. I never did like styles like that on Ava's head. But Ava complains too much. She complains too much. She be like, my head hurts at night. She be like, ow, mom, ow. So I just give her the braids. She be like, is it gonna hurt? Yes.
I want to take my baby to the beautician, but so I have a braider that braid, but then I also have a person that do my hair straight, right? And so she told me, she was like, yeah, I don't force kids to get their hair done. Like if they can't sit there and get their hair done, I don't do kids' hair. So that's why I got to take their hair straightened before.
But again, allow her to have her hair until she makes a decision to change it. That's the catch, though, because you want your daughters to grow up to have a full head of hair. I know.
Oh yeah, she got.
See what I'm saying? But you don't want to strip the nutrients too early.
No, yeah, I get you.
You know, a lot of people get it because they don't want to pay attention to their babies. Y'all pay attention to y'all children. That's the difference.
Yeah, I be looking. I like, did you do this morning? Did you do this? Don't leave the house looking crazy.
A lot of people don't.
But Trey, they send their kids to school with bonnets on. Like,
dressed just like they would leave the house. Bonnets and tights. Who in the hell send their kid outside with some fucking tights on? Come on, man. Going to school doesn't make sense. All your baby's pants should have pockets on them. Front and the back. Front end.
Let me be an advocate for this real quick, all right? My daughter is she touch sensitive, so she don't like jeans. So yeah, she do wear tights, but like for her uniforms, I found jeggings that look like pants, so they got the pockets or whatever, and it's still the uniform. Like it's like a thicker material. It's still giving tights like jeggings, but they, and those are working perfect, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
And let me say this, y'all know my baby's a gymnast. She does not like wearing jeans like that. She liked the little tights so she can do her flips, but I make sure her tights are not see-through and her booty is not hanging out.
Yeah, like the shirts are like a nice length.
Yeah, like all that small belly shirts, get that shit up out of here.
Again, y'all pay attention to y'all babies.
Now, when your kid got tights on and see-through and her shirt is small, that's too grown for me. I don't like it.
But it's okay, right? But when they turn 12, 13, no. It's the difference. They gonna attract a different type of attention. Especially if you look at your old high school pictures and you was built like a goddess, your baby might be built like that too. So protect them. See, my thing is
they was like,
protect them from the perverts. It's a lot more creepy dudes out there. Protect them from it. We was alive then talking about if it was okay in the country for you to date a 16-year-old. What the hell? I wish a nigga would have came on my house out of high school talking to my sisters and they was 15, 16. It wouldn't happen. My daddy would have cussed them and their mamas out. But that's what I'm saying. Just protect it. Let the babies
be babies.
Let them
let the kids be kids.
And that's the problem. Everybody want the kid to grow up too fast, and then we complain about the kids being bad as hell. Yeah, we've been seeing. One thing I used to try to talk to young men about. I had a 14-year-old one time. He told me he was addicted to porn. Now, how could you be addicted to porn at 14? It means somebody in your family. He said, man, my uncle turned me on to porn. I've been addicted to porn. I watch porn every day, all day when I get out of school. What y'all think he gonna be like out there when he start dating women? You think he gonna be taking his time and figuring out her needs? Or y'all think he gonna get right to it? He gonna get right to it. That's what I'm saying. So
he gonna get creep.
Well, he might. Yeah, he could be. He might be one of them takers.
He's definitely not gonna be normal. But yeah, that's like our children. What some of them are exposed to is just really crazy. Y'all remember that girl with that fan who was doing that dance, a boots on the ground?
Yeah,
that was crazy. Now that's one of them kids. I was like, you're growing up too fast.
But that's the way her mama was bringing her.
Yeah, and she was capitalizing off of it.
Yeah. Nobody give a damn about them kids. Now, see, to me, not giving a damn about them kids is all in the action. It's in the action.
Yeah.
You don't expose your kids like that. You don't expose them to things like that because what I seen was starting to develop with her. She was taking that child and putting her in spaces, and then she wasn't always there to keep an eye on. They were taking the kid off and doing whatever, and it's just unsafe and unhealthy to me. But people want to make their money, and they don't give a damn how they do it. They go scam, and put the kids up on the chopping block, and then say people are creeps. But I put my baby up.
And then when it all ends, they ain't got no money. All that for nothing. All that for nothing.
All that for nothing. So here we are, looking for a reason.
Okay, Trey, you can sing too.
No, I can't sing. That's why I play football. But I'm just saying, we in this space, and y'all in the thick of it. So y'all have to work it out for y'all.
But Trey, I don't want to be in the thick of it.
But you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. You in the prime of your life. Y'all in your early 30s. Y'all in the prime of it. Y'all just have to find a way to navigate through it. And be open and honest with your children. Be open and honest. Especially when they come of age. About 13, man, be real with them. Don't lie to them. Even if it's a ugly story that you have to tell, just be real with them. And be real with their friends, too.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rashville, how you doing? Oh, but Trey, life is so difficult. That's why I be praying.
It's not difficult. Life is not difficult.
I think that like all the little stuff that go into it and dealing with the people, and I think it can be difficult.
Yeah, it can be difficult. It can take you to a difficult place if you're not open and honest with yourself. I learned to accept my ugly a long time ago. And my parents kept it real. My mother one told me about girls. She saw me sad over a girl one time. She caught me, ran out there and cussed me straight out.
She caught you doing what?
Ooh! My girlfriend had made me mad. And the way our house was, if you sat, we had one of them bay windows, and if you sat right there at that bay window, you can see me walking down the street because there was a park going away from the house, but at the corner, and she saw me interacting with her within that area, and she stormed. My girlfriend stormed off. Then I stormed off and went over. Was sitting on some steps around the corner. My mother came around there because she had saw me. And boy, after that moment, I said I'll never be running up behind the girl again. But I wasn't mean to girl. I was never mean, like cursing girls out. You don't see me calling girls out their name just because they say something to me. I just say something back, but I'm not going to curse you. I never grew up cursing girls out.
Oh, they curse them out these days.
Yeah,
They
but
go
again,
back and forth with them.
yeah, it's not that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be with every woman. And I don't know, man. I just look at people outside of sex, you know, male, female. I just take people for who they are, you know. So, but again, it takes consistent messaging. Also, messages that y'all give y'all children consistently, those will be the ones that they'll always go back, be able to reference back to. Because I didn't believe shit my father used to tell me about life, and it seemed like every time I went outside, I'd be like, damn, he was right. You know what I'm saying? And we take on some of those, you know, characteristics of our parents. But leave it up to people now. Every parent was a bad parent. My parent didn't teach me shit. My father never talked to me about sex. Never.
That's true, Trey. It's like everybody had a bad childhood.
Yes, that's all you hear on YouTube. Parents didn't teach you that. Man, didn't you ever learn on your own? Yeah, but it ain't the same. It is the same. Learning is learning. And half of us don't listen to our parents when it comes to the opposite sex that we like. Nobody listen. I ain't never thought about my parents and them telling me about sex when I was ready to get some. They the least people I think about, especially as a teenager. I was reading this stat. By age 26, less than 5% of Americans are still virgins.
Wow.
And the numbers are higher for men being virgins just because men don't have it like women, but it's like 5 to 7% for women, and it's like 7 to 10% of men are still virgins by age 26.
Dang, that's crazy.
So that means everybody's getting it in. At least one time, everybody done had tried it. Now, you know, a lot of people may not be consistent with it, but at least they done tried it. Whether they paid for it or the girl from high school, all that. So, and I don't think most people, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, El Chipo, with your son's father, were y'all close in age?
Yeah, we was a couple of months apart.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? We not going out here just sleeping with people 20 years older than us on a regular making babies.
The person that took my virginity was my middle school teacher. So
your middle school teacher?
Yeah.
So
I got stories to tell y'all.
You know, okay.
This one.
So El Chipo, with that, right? This is unique. This is a unique conversation, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it off for you, right?
Yeah.
The fact that, how old were you when that happened?
He took my virginity at 16, but we did some things when I was 13.
Okay, so a 13-year-old, are they listening to their parents who's moving like you were moving?
Huh?
A 13-year-old, just go back to that time, right?
Yeah.
Were you listening to your parents' every word?
No.
Right. See what I'm saying? We all go through that, right? So in not listening to them, you sort of fell into something that you really wasn't mentally or physically ready for.
Facts.
And that person took advantage of it.
Absolutely.
The problem is the pervert. That's the problem, him, because he understands that the mind, especially a young mind, can be easily manipulated. That's why young girls like dudes in their 20s that come around with the car and the flash and taking them out to eat. That's part of that. It ain't new. It's been going on since, I don't know.
And you know what? Like, I think that experience, like, because it took a long time for me to even acknowledge that was a problem. Because I was like, oh, that was my first love and all of this crazy shit, right?
Yes.
But I think it affected me because now I have a daughter, and you know, like that trust that I talk about, right? Like that's why it's like, you know, I'm not so quick to get it to bring nobody around my kids. One, two, when she's at school, like, you know, like she like there's this like science teacher that's a man, and he just like, so like, you know, hey to all the kids, hey, you know, hugging and stuff. And like one day my daughter hugged him, and I like just instantly like, you know, Taylor, you ain't gotta do all that, like give him a high five, you know, like, because in the back of my mind I remember what happened to me.
But what did you tell him though? What did you tell the man?
I told him like, oh yeah, no, she could just give you a high five, like, you know, like, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. You
But
can't
my
you can't. So.
daughter is like a really loving kid. Like she'll give a homeless person a hug. You get what I'm saying? Like just no, for real. Like I have
that's a little bit much.
No, but that's the thing though. Chibo, what I'm trying to say is, a kid is a kid. Yes, the fact that she's an affectionate kid, that's a kid. That's most kids. They'll hug anybody if somebody say give me a hug. But the fact that a person in those position of authority, they understand those mindsets and how they can be easily manipulated and taken advantage of.
But I have those conversations with her. I let her know, like, hey, you know, you know, it ain't to scare her or anything, but it's to let her know that there are some sick people in the world, and you know, like, and I, you know, I even like, you know, hey, you know, I have her repeat back to me, what are these areas? These areas right here, nobody's supposed to touch these areas. You know, like I have these conversations with my child. You know,
Continue to have them. Continue to have those conversations.
I think my mom like so wrapped up around me getting pregnant that she tried to keep me away from boys. You know, like in the house. But you see what happened? This was happening in school, in class. You get what I'm saying? And so, and you know, she didn't know it was happening. I wasn't gonna tell her because I knew the consequences.
Yes.
You know? Again, like I'm 13. I'm like, oh, he loved me, you know.
So the teacher was sleeping with the kids, the students.
Yeah, slept with her. That's
Wow.
That's why today it's even more important to be as honest by age appropriate. You know, you don't want to tell kids
crazy.
Once a kid once a boy's scrotum sac separate from his body, usually age 12, once a young lady comes on her cycle, it's time to sit down and have these real conversations. We can't wait to after the fact. And then I didn't know she was doing it. Yeah, she's attractive like her mama. And there's weirdos out there, perverts out there. So
hey, podcast, what's going on?
And then so after that, it caused me to seek out older men. So like, you know, like, so I'm 16 getting picked up with people with, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was a lot. So, you know, even like with me having a daughter, like the stuff that I experienced, like it's just me trying to educate her, you know, empower her, you know, have conversations with her, because those are the things that I felt my mama lacked. I felt like she didn't have those conversations. I felt like she didn't tell me how beautiful I was. I felt like, you know, I didn't get certain things that I felt maybe I needed in those moments. And so, you know, I take those things and just incorporate them with my kids.
But you also didn't you didn't trust your mom. And you didn't allow her to be a mother in that situation.
What you mean?
Because you said you didn't tell her those things that were going on.
No, I didn't. Right.
You didn't allow her to be a mother. You would want your daughter to tell you if something like that was right. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I get what you're saying, Coach.
Yeah.
You want her to allow you to be a mother and a protector in that situation.
While I was in the situation.
No, listen. What I'm saying is you didn't want her to be a mother to you in that situation. You were being selfish.
Yeah, absolutely.
But see, today, you like, that shit wouldn't happen to my baby. And if it
Right.
did, I'm going to go ham because you
Absolutely.
want your daughter to trust you in being a mother to her.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And that's the thing. See, we didn't know, and now we know. So we move according to what we know.
Right.
We don't focus on, oh, our parents didn't do this. No, this shit ain't going to happen to me or my baby or any other baby under my watch.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying, because people just, that's why I love being a coach. That's why I love to know. Don't bring your little crazy ass around these babies over here. Get on. I'm very particular if I got a group of young people. Get away. Get away from them. They don't need nothing you got. Don't talk to them. You ain't got it. They'll get it. But that's just me, though. And
it ain't working no more, Chief. But hey, I'm gonna step away with Carl. I'll be right back.
oh my God, now you stepping away.
There you go, Scorpio mama. You see my hearts, all my love.
Oh, you love.
Period. But yeah, so. Yeah.
Then look at you. You got a son breaking off on his own. He's gonna be a better man than any type of man you ever dated.
Man, listen. Ooh, child, pray my strength in the Lord. Nah,
But that's what it's supposed to be.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, he's a good kid. And he know he got a mother that'll go ham if one of them little 42-year-old mothers of 42-year-old women come over your house talking about, this is my man, this is my boo-boo, this is my man, my man, my man. You be like, nah, you ain't be. Get the hell up out of here. Come on, man.
Hey, I told him that because he swear down he was gonna bring an older woman in the house. I said, yeah, right. That'll be the day. He'd be high-telling her, it's out of here. What you mean? Now she gonna come here talking about my man, my man, my
man. My man, my man, my man. And see, what are you gonna do with that if he say, Mama, I love her?
You know what? But even with the situation he in right now, obviously I have my position on his relationship. And so I had to take a step back from it because I noticed that when I say things, he get defensive, and it's me coming from not only a woman, but like as a mom too. I guess I'm like protective about it, but it's just like I've learned that the more I say, the more it pushes him too. So I just, I kind of took a seat back, and I'm letting him do him. And if he got to bump his head, child, it ain't that mama did. I definitely tell him.
Listen, and it ain't nothing you can really say at this point, because the one thing that trumps any words a mama or daddy say,
I heard,
when they getting some,
yeah,
he ain't heard shit about what you said about older women.
Oh, look,
he ain't heard nothing what you said.
Right.
Once they in it, all of that shit's out the door. You just hope and pray that they taken some information and sort of at least protect themselves. Because these people out here got some wild monkeys running around, and you don't want him to get some shit he can't come back from. That's the thing. So
that or being pregnant, child.
That's what I'm saying. He don't want to be like I tell my son, the worst thing he can do right now is become a baby daddy.
Right.
He gonna struggle. Because guess who ain't gonna bail him out? His daddy. I ain't paying one child support bill. I might buy you a case of diapers and that's it. You're on your own. Okay. I'm not gonna coddle that. I'm not gonna be a grandfather unless he's married. I ain't gonna be no baby daddy grandfather. I ain't going for it.
So you mean to tell me that if your son had a baby right now, you ain't gonna have a relationship with the baby if he ain't married?
I may not have too much of a relationship. I'll watch the baby sometime, but it ain't gonna be a whole lot of times where, because if I do watch it, I'm gonna give him sugar, I'm gonna give him all kinds of ice cream, and baby gonna have cavities and everything.
So I do tell him, I'm like, you have a baby, that's on you. Ain't no babysitter, ain't no this, ain't no that. But that's that's a front, y'all. Because if my son had obviously if it was my grandbaby, I'm be like, give him my grandbaby, But he ain't got to know that. I'm standing on what I'm telling him is what I'm hoping he think, child.
But David, you don't want to. I'm not going to bail him out. He's going to have to stand up and be the father.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He needs to be, and that ain't dropping the kid off to me.
Nah, bring
now
me yeah, but I will say that I'm the grandma on the daddy side. That's never fun. Like the usually kids that are on the mama side have a more connection with the baby because they spend more time with the mother side of the family. I don't want that for my grandchild, and so I'm gonna bully my way and be like, bring me my grandchild. Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
but the only way to avoid that one is for him to be married to his child's mother.
I promote marriage. Okay, I definitely tell him you put the right way. But let's be honest, the fact of the matter is everybody got choices. And, like if he choose to put himself in a situation where he could potentially get put on child support, get child alienation, that's the consequences to his actions at that point.
Yes.
Not tell him, it's not that he, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. But if she do something like that, I'm going to be the bully ass grandma and be like, hey,
you can't be the bully grandma.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her, give me my baby.
Oh my God, you can't.
I can.
You cannot do that, El Cheapo, because like you said, by default, the baby is gonna be with the mother.
Listen, I know my cousin got 2 kids by this girl. So they wasn't married, they was together. He had the first kid by her. She was cheating on him, got pregnant. Right? They broke up because she was like, oh, this is the other dude baby. The baby came out, looked just like my cousin. My cousin them got the baby hair, did a DNA test, kind of find out it's my cousin baby. She all going crazy because the other man family done did baby showers and all kind of stuff, whatever. So, she was giving my cousin a little hell at first, like taking him to court, like all kind of stuff. But my cousin fought for his kids, so they have joint custody. So, on the weekdays, they with her because she moved out a little further. So on the weekdays for school, they stay with her. Then they come to him on the weekends. And guess what? They love they grandma on the daddy side. She don't play about her grandchildren. And that's how I'm going to be. My grandkids don't play about me.
But here's the thing, though, Chibo. Yes, that would be a great scenario if that could happen majority of the time, because most fathers, I think, if most fathers, let's just say going forward, from the time that this happened with your nephew, right?
Cousin.
And go with your cousin and going forward, if most fathers were given that type of access through the courts, we wouldn't have these problems with these young folk.
Hey, and then let me tell you this. Let me tell you how awesome of co-parents they are. So obviously, boom, she went with the other dude. They end up having a baby. My girl got three.
Hold up. So she was with your cousin. She got pregnant by him, but then she went to another man, and then she had that baby, and then she still had a baby by the other man.
Yeah, end up having a baby, right? So look. Guess where they come on the 4th of July?
You breaking up, El Cheapo. Guess what?
I said, guess where they come on the 4th of July?
Where they come?
They come.
To your families?
They bring all 3 kids and the men.
And why do you think that is so?
I think that's a beautiful co-parenting relationship.
But why do you think that they are able to sort of have that type of relationship?
I think because they both moved on. I think that's what it was. And they being adults about the situation.
And the fact that he has access to those children. Most men are not going to alienate the children from the mother.
Right.
I know somebody that co-parents like that too, and they actually take family photos with all the daddies in there, all the kids.
Dang.
Yeah, I think that's dope. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but it takes strong-minded people. It takes people to be open and honest. And we know by default, most people don't. And this is for me. If women want to see, some women who are single mothers and they have this, and it's not everybody, but if you have a dude that wants to be there for their child, take that child over and let that child grow up with a consistent relationship with that man. Because what that does, one, alleviates a lot of stress off of you, it alleviates a lot of those difficult conversations that a father would have with their child. Because I'm sure he'll tell his son or daughter, you ain't gonna be no baby daddy or no baby mama. You know you ain't. You ain't gonna be dating anybody. But those conversations don't get had until it's too late. So it's a great opportunity for everybody to sort of get ahead of these old laws of babies being born out of wedlock, so everybody can eat. We want our children to be better and be smarter and make more money. But again, it comes with people communicating and not caught up in their feelings and about what she did and what he did. The child comes first. So salute to y'all, man. Y'all go see it.
He could have easily, my cousin could have easily felt some kind of way because she did cheat on him with this dude, and then had a baby, thought it was his baby, but come to find out it was my cousin baby. So he could have been salty. You get what I'm saying? And been an a-hole, all that. But instead, like, I love the way he goes about like the situation. I love how he take care of his kids. Like, I mean, when I tell you, like, he take care of his kids, like he's so supportive. You know, he young. Man, he probably like 30 now. But and one of them like 8, 9, and then the other one probably like 6. And so he take them everywhere. Like, you know, he makes sure they look nice. Like, man, it is some dads out here that really put their best foot forward when it comes to their kids. And shout out to y'all.
Most black dudes do. We just get a bad rap for that low number of baby makers. Most fathers want to be engaged, but if we broke our heart, come on, man. You know it. If we broke your heart, it's over.
I got my heart broken, and I don't alienate my child from her daddy. So my experience is, my experience, but I'm not opposed. You can call me right now and say I want to come pick Taylor up, and I'm like, ooh, let me get her dressed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not over here like pressing the issue, like, oh, you need to come get your kid. Like, I'm not gonna force nobody to do nothing.
Yes, for sure. And you had your father in your life. So it's a difference.
Yeah.
You grew up with a man.
R.I.P.
That's what I'm saying. Some people learn it, and some people grew up in it. So when you sort of had that example, you understand the importance of that. I wouldn't recommend chasing no man, but if a man come over and say, let me get my slow ass kid, get a slow ass kid to the man. Yeah. Say, bring him back, nigga. Bring him back. Give him a bag of clothes. Don't be holding off his clothes. Brothers, if you go over and you got a young baby with a woman, don't take your new ugly girlfriend over in her face. Don't do it. Tell her wait for you at the park or at home. But just don't rub it in their face without having the conversations. But who knows?
And that is, I wish I could talk about it, child, but I said I wasn't going to talk about this kind of stuff on my channel because I don't be knowing who's watching. But, man, listen. Never mind, child.
Don't talk about it.
I'll leave it alone.
Don't even talk about it. You got to think all that hard about it.
No, just don't talk about it. She ain't got to think. It's going to trigger some emotions and all that. No, don't do it.
Start crying.
I ain't going to be up here crying. No, not at all. No.
Yeah, crying is healing. I know crying is part of healing, right? That's part of healing. Well,
yeah, I
ain't nothing wrong with crying, but I don't know if people should be crying on YouTube to people that don't care.
Yeah, don't cry on YouTube.
Yeah, we care over here, but some channels they be crying. Yeah, the next day they be laughing at him, slow playing the video.
Nah, all that. No, but I will say, all right, look, I'm gonna get this little context. So ever since we broke up, my daughter has not spent the night at her dad's house. And so, a couple of months ago, he hit me up and was like, oh, I want to take her to Vegas to go see her brothers, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, And so I never gave a definitive answer because I'm like, who all going? How long you going? 4 nights. You all know my baby have epilepsy. He really never dealt with that because so whatever. So a month went by. I heard nothing about it. Then I get a text message saying, "Oh, when should I come get her, tonight or tomorrow?" I said, "Wait a minute, we never had the conversation. Like, first, if you would have let me know anything, I would have told you that she said she didn't want to go if her mama wasn't going." That was one. Two, you don't even keep her overnight in LA. What make you think I feel comfortable you taking her all the way to another state for 4 nights? And, you know, so I'm like, so we had this big old fiasco, but I ended it with, it's my desire for you to be able to do these things with your child. But how about you take baby steps and start getting her overnight in LA? Because that'll give me an opportunity to be able to have time to myself. I can't even if I wanted to go hit a corner, guess what? I got to be here. Especially now since my son working, child. Since my son is working, I can't go do nothing. I can't go date. I can't go to the parties. I don't party, but I'm just saying I don't have no time to myself. And so yeah, man, it just certain little things that just, child, they get on my nerves. But and ever since then, do you think he said, "Hey, well, I'm gonna keep her overnight"? I ain't heard nothing else. Come to find out, he went to Vegas with his new girlfriend and her kids. So it's like, oh, so you wanted her for that because she got her kids going. So it's like, oh, I need to take mine. You know what I'm saying? No, come get her when you ain't trying to impress that broad. That's where I'm at with it. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So in that situation, I did say no, she can't go, but it was for several different reasons. But I do desire for her to be able to have those experiences with him, but I got to be able to trust him in those moments.
Yeah, that's 100% all the way. I wouldn't tell you to do anything different, but even with him, right? Like you say, your daughter has I'm not sure what it's classified as, but whatever she has, I think it's important for him to be educated on it also.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because if he's not educated on it, it doesn't matter. He can take her to, 3 miles away from home. If he's not educated on it, he may look at her having an episode as acting out and respond totally different. So I would just tell him, listen, and I'm sure you got plenty of literature on it, and the resources. I'll be like, I would send that nigga the links and say, read this.
When it comes to Taylor and like her and the seizures, like, not only do I empower her to know that, hey, you have this, because at first I used to sneak the medicine to her. I got to a point where I was like, you know what? No, this is what it is. I have to give you this medication to prevent you from having seizures. Okay, mama, what is that? Let me tell you what it is, baby. Like, I found like a little cute cartoon video to show her, you know what I'm saying, what she experiences when those times happen. Because when it happens, she wake up in the hospital and she looks around trying to figure out, how did I get here? You feel what I'm saying? And so then I started doing like epilepsy walks. Like, I participated in like the national, like, raise money for it, just to show her like, hey, this is what's going on. I think what really empowered her was like at school. You know how they have breast cancer awareness things? Okay, there was a day where all around the world, everybody wore purple for Epilepsy Day. I let the teacher know. Guess what? She sent out a email to all of her classmates, and you know what they did? They wore purple, and they talked about seizures. And my baby came home like, Mom, today was my day in my class, which helps her confidence, because that's what I'm about, building her confidence, letting her know that, hey, it's okay to be different. You dealing with this challenge right now, but it's not to say that you'll deal with it forever. And if you do, that's okay. We're going to learn how to do it and deal with it as the time goes or whatever. But, I be wanting to incorporate him, but child. So, yeah, it is what
it's just about the education. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that she's well educated about herself.
Really, Rasbo?
And, everything else can play itself out.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
No, salute to y'all, man. Y'all taking care of your babies. Y'all doing what y'all have to do. It's not a job to take care of your own child. It's how much you invest into it. Yeah, I believe because 907's daughter, she's doing things and she's being creative. I believe by teenage years, they won't be moving like we were moving El Cheapo back when we was 13, 14, 15. They'll be moving a little bit more discreet, a little bit more respectful than we were doing. So that's what it's about, though. We learn from our mistakes. We teach those around us to be better. So salute to anybody, man. It's always been single mothers that single mothers that focused on their children had better results than single mothers that focus on themselves. So, ain't no perfect book. I tell people, if you can find the book that says how to be a perfect parent, I'll give you $1,000.
Man,
but that book better apply to you and your mama and you being a mother. It not be just some old. It can't be just some old random book that some snow bunny done wrote. It don't apply to black people. It's a different type of book. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, y'all gonna be all right, man. Shit, y'all gonna find. I'm gonna see if I can clone myself out there at some point, and
not clone yourself, child.
Yeah, clone yourself.
Trey think he's so fine.
Oh
no, I'm ugly. I used to be fine. I'm just ugly now. I'm old now. Hey. My wife tell me all the time, something happened to me. I want you to be happy. Oh, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be moving around. Like, yeah, I got $40 for the front, $60 for the back. I'm always catch everybody towards the end of the month when they ain't got no money. Between that 20th and 30th, ain't nobody got no money.
You're a fool.
You just say $40 for the front, $60 for the back, child.
Yeah.
They gonna say they want the whole 100, child.
Well, that means they going front and back. They doing both sides. They gonna get flipped over. They gonna get flipped over at some point. Flip over, rotate. We gonna call it rotate.
I'm screaming! Oh my god!
Yeah. I give them the 100. I got 100. I'm gonna have hundreds. Yeah. You give me 15 minutes in the front, 15 minutes in the back. Get the whole 100.
Screaming.
And they'll do it.
Get out of here. Well, the time has been far spent. It's 5. It's almost 5 o'clock here. Like what?
It's almost 8 o'clock here. Yeah, it's almost 8 where I'm at.
Look, you see what I was thinking because I was just about to ask you your final thoughts.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll let you go first, El Chivo, because you was already making your goodbye speech.
She was already giving it, was
Hey, shout out to 907. Shout out to Coach Ferg. And it was a good time as always. Shout out to that. Subscribe to 907. Even subscribe to Coach Ferg. He be over there talking with the fellas, child. Now you got to be ready for they conversations because hey, you got to be ready for them. All right. I just go say hey and then be in the bushes. I listen. Because I be wanting to get the game, but I don't want to say nothing, and then they curse me out and block me.
No, we ain't gonna curse you out. That ain't that type of channel where we gonna be. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that over on Thursday nights at 8. No, we don't do that. We just trying to come up with a better way and attack somebody. Yeah, we wouldn't attack you. I wouldn't let nobody attack you anyway. So
period, poo. All right, but I hope you guys have a very, good night and bye.
All right. That was El Chivo. Make sure y'all go check out her YouTube channel. Trey, let me get your final thoughts about everything that you talked about with El Chivo, relationships, the ICE raid.
I mean, with the ISIS raid, listen, man, salute to the government for sort of cleaning up America. We all want America to be a safe place. We also want America to be a place where our children can grow up and thrive and be successful. So I'm with it. It's a new space. We've been under Democratic rule. We've been under all of this nonsense that they've been giving us. So any change for the better, I'm okay with it. As far as relationships, man, listen, y'all making it real difficult for y'all to be in a position to have a relationship. Both sides are fighting. Both sides are in a place of scarcity. Everybody's moving with scared feelings and thoughts. So If you want something different and better, you have to be willing to isolate yourself from the norm, step outside of your comfort zone, and only focus on that. And don't leave no question unturned. Ask the question, regardless of how difficult it is. Even a genius asks questions. Remember that. So if it's not a question that you believe a genius came in, definitely ask the question. You see how people are moving? People say a lot. I haven't met a person on YouTube that doesn't make $100,000 a year. Haven't had a person on YouTube that ain't got all the women's and can't get all the men's, but ain't nobody showing none of it, and everybody got to get up at 9 to 5. But again, man, it's a unique space. Salute to all the single mothers. Salute to the single fathers. Salute to all the parents. And listen, man, I don't know, man. It's a unique space out there, man. I hope, I'll say this and I'll shut up. Right now, there's going to be opportunities going forward for anybody of color who's willing to put themselves in those situations. A lot of it may be starting from, not necessarily a bottom, but you may have to do some work with your hands. You may have to get your hands dirty a little bit, but don't be afraid of those. Those things build character. Step away from your friends that's telling you life ain't shit, ain't gonna never get better. Get away from them, especially if you want better. Get away from your family who's mistreating you, using you, stealing from you, begging from you. Anybody that's able-minded body, stop giving them damn money. Let them work for it. Let them come over your house and clean up, do something. Change your brakes, or do something. Let them work for it. Don't give them that way free money. Until then, man, it's always a pleasure with you and El Cheapo. I come up here with you and El Cheapo because I can always get a good laugh and get some real conversation, man. Salute. Who was at LSG? Yeah, Levert, Sweat, and Gil. But now El Ningro. Yeah, salute, man. Everybody in the chat.
Super funny.
Everybody in the chat. Yeah, El Cheapo, my benedictions be long-winded because I'm old. Trying to get you young folk to act right. But no, 907. You take care of yourself, take care of your baby. I'll be looking forward to seeing you back over in what's that? The far west, northwest. Get back there soon, goddammit. Get back there soon so you can relax and settle down and take care of yourself, man. Take care of your health, take care of your baby. Salute.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Ferg, always coming up here, supporting since Alaska. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we talked about the ICE raids on the Georgia Hyundai plant, and 475 people were detained. So I know we all have mixed feelings about the ICE raids, but one thing I can say is I don't think that they're going to stop. For the end of this term, we're going to be seeing ICE raids. And no matter if we think that they're wrong or right, they're going to continue. It ain't got nothing to do with us. So I will be here to report on them. And I will try to make up a live stream for tomorrow, whether we're going to be cooking in the kitchen or we're going to be sitting on StreamYard. We will see. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to all the content creators that were on the panel. We have Illuminegro, El Cheapo, and Coach Ferg. But we had a great show, y'all. We are just about at the 4-hour mark. So I'm going to hit y'all with the outro video, and I will see y'all on the next one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And it is time for tea at 9:07 Good Eats. And I did hear that the National Guard is on its way to Chicago. So we finna see what that's finna be hitting like. Some people want it, some people don't. We finna see. All right, y'all. Peace.
Fuji gang, gang, gang. Fuji gang, gang, gang. Fuji gang, gang, gang. Fuji gang, gang, gang. Fuji gang gang gang. Fuji gang gang gang. Fuji gang gang gang. Fuji gang gang gang. This is Chef Big Bang. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment down below. Join the channel and receive exclusive perks, emojis, and so much more. I will see y'all on the next one. Don't forget, Fully Gang Gang Gang.